Morning, students. I am Dr. Bala Ruby, Assistant Professor in the Department of Economics. Students, in today's video, we are going to discuss about the monopoly competition. See, in this monopoly, we have two terms. One is mono and another one is poly. Mono means single, poly means control. So, if it is controlled by a single firm, this competition is considered as a monopoly competition. So, mono means a single, poly means control. So, a single firm or a single organization has the whole control. It is monopoly competition. Here we have some important assumptions. The first assumption is single seller. Yes, a seller is a single seller because it is monopoly. Mono means single, so single seller. But if you see the buyers, there are large number of buyers in the market. Then the second assumption is no close substitutes. Just they are producing a commodity, but this commodity has no substitutes. I hope that you know the meaning of substitute product. Substitute means instead of one commodity, we can substitute another commodity also. For example, instead of coffee, you can drink tea also. The purpose is the same. This type of commodities are considered as a substitute commodity. Here there is no substitute commodity because it is a monopoly competition, single seller or single producer. Therefore, there is no possibility of close substitute commodity. Then the important assumption is no entry into the market. Suppose if I, as a private person, I want to enter into the market means there are lot of restriction to enter into the market. And here they are price makers. Price makers means they can fix any high level of prices also. They can fix 500 rupees or they can fix 1000 rupees or they can fix 5000 rupees also. Because they have the monopoly power. They are the only producers. So they have the full control. They can make any high prices also. As a customers, without any way, we are in a situation to purchase the commodities, even though the prices are very high in the market. So these are the main assumptions. That is a single seller, only one seller in the market, but large number of buyers. There is no close substitute product. They are producing a separate product. There is no close substitute product. And there are no entry into the market at the same time. They are price makers also. They can fix the price, whatever the price may be, high prices also they are fixing. So they are price makers. These are the main assumptions of this monopoly. Then if you see the equilibrium condition same only. MC is equal to MR. Here marginal cost is equal to marginal revenue. And marginal cost cuts marginal revenue from its below. These are the two important equilibrium conditions. In this monopoly competition, there are three possibilities. Sometimes a firm gets abnormal profit, or sometimes a firm gets normal profit, or sometimes a firm gets loss also. First, let us clearly discuss about the abnormal profit. See, in the x-axis, we measure the output, and y-axis we measure the cost as well as revenue. First, you draw the average revenue curve. See, it is a downward sloping curve. Then you draw marginal revenue curve. It is lower than the average revenue. So first you draw average revenue, then you draw marginal revenue. After that, you draw average cost curve. See, average cost curve is a U-shaped cost curve. When you draw this average cost curve, it should be lower than the average revenue curve. Because revenue is higher, cost is lower, then only a firm can get profit. Therefore, we have to remember you draw this average cost curve, which is below than this average revenue curve. Then finally, you draw this marginal cost curve. See, in the previous classes itself, I told you marginal cost curve always passes through the lowest point of the average cost curve. So, in such a way, you draw this marginal cost curve. Now, you identify the equilibrium point. See what is the equilibrium condition? MC is equal to MR. So here this is the MC curve. This MC curve cut this MR curve in this place. So this is the equilibrium point. See, you can see this cursor here. This is the equilibrium point. From this equilibrium point, just you draw a perpendicular line to the x-axis and you extend this line up to average revenue curve. Now, the average revenue is OP, average cost is OC. So, if we subtract this average revenue as well as average cost, the remaining portion, that is PABC, this portion or this shaded area is considered as a abnormal profit. Then come to the next one, that is normal profit. Sometimes this firm may get normal profit also. When you want to draw this normal profit diagram, first you draw this average revenue, then you draw this marginal revenue curve. It should be lower than this average revenue. Then you draw this average cost curve. This average cost curve is tangent to this average revenue curve. In such a way, you draw this average cost curve, because then only there is no profit and no loss. Normal profit means there is no profit, no loss. This condition is normal profit. And you draw this marginal cost. It should be passes through the lowest point of the average cost curve. Now you identify the equilibrium point. This is the marginal cost curve. This is the marginal revenue curve. So MC is equal to MR. This is the equilibrium condition. So this is the equilibrium point. E is determined. So from this equilibrium point, just you draw a vertical line to the x-axis and you extend this line up to average cost and average revenue. Now average cost also OP, average revenue also OP. So average cost minus average revenue is equal to 0. It means there is no profit, no loss. So a firm gets normal profit. Then you come to the abnormal profit, subnormal profit. It is otherwise known as loss. How a firm maintain loss? See here, if you see this diagram, first you draw this demand the curve, that is otherwise known as average revenue curve. First you draw this average revenue curve, then you draw this marginal revenue curve. After that, when you draw this average cost curve, it is a U-shaped cost curve, it should be higher than the average revenue. So this is the average revenue curve. Then you draw this average revenue, it is higher than this average cost curve should be higher, average revenue curve should be lower. Then you draw this marginal cost curve, it should pass us through the minimum point of the average cost curve. Now we identify the equilibrium point. What is the equilibrium condition? MC is equal to MR. So this is the MC curve and this is MR curve. So this is the equilibrium point. From this equilibrium point, just you draw a perpendicular line to this x-axis and you extend this line up to average cost and average revenue. So the average cost is OP, average revenue is OP naught. So the remaining portion is loss. How it is loss? Because here average cost is higher, average revenue is lower. So this P naught is the loss. So the shaded area, it indicates the loss amount by the monopoly firm. So these are the important aspects in today's class. Okay, students, in today's class we have discussed about the monopoly competition. Mono means a single. So if single firm has the full control, this competition is a monopoly competition. Here they have the full capacity to fix the prices. So even though the prices are very high, the customers, we don't have any other option. So without comparing the price of the commodity, just we are purchasing the particular product. So these are the important points in this monopoly. Thank you, students.